they say around here, keep Austin weird. They're going to keep it electric today inside Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, home to the Longhorns. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Gonna run it. It's Moncrief. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
They go to the ground. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Offense set on first down. Power football with the run. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to the ground with the running back. He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth-quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Run it with the fullback. And the Longhorns get enough to move the chains.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, who wants the offense nice opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This offense has a 2nd down play. Wide out in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Fights off the defender. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that ball's free behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Now they'll try the right side. Open space at the 25. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. He'll try the left side. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Notre Dame right back to the line. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a scout play by this defense. The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Try to get it on the ground. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a 1st down.
And simple play, simple gain. Get that 1st down. That's all that matters. I don't try to trick. I go back to what I know I do really, really well.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They're going to ride this running back. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. To the ground with the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
run it out of the shotgun. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time to hand it off, and they pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. To the ground. He's got it again. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Going to the run, it's Moncrief. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the field goal unit is on the field. He'll line it up 34 yards out. Spreads the uprights, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Houston is ahead right now, but that's not quite Andre Ware or even David Klingler under center today. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Oregon. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes the Texas offense. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on, be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
With the first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Forced out of the pocket. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. They'll try the run. And they pick up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
This is a defense that comes to play every week with bad intentions, and they set the tone in games by making hits like that. They've got players on defense that play downhill, and they come flying in. If you're a ball carrier, you better get down. You keep trying to fight for extra yards, or you don't have your head on a swivel. Watch out, because these dudes lay the lumber.
In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. Now on the move. The Longhorns will keep this drive going. Ball in plus territory. 1st and 10, under a minute to go. We might get a touchdown before halftime. It's complete to the left. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got an open man. And the defense couldn't come out, and they took it all the way. Touchdown, Texas!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up, and keep this lead, keep the momentum, keep putting up numbers.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll call for the fair catch here. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned.
He lost one down the sideline. And the ball is intercepted. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. Just over 20 seconds to play in the half. You just don't want to make a big mistake here. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
The lone back's got it. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll go with a direct snap. The Longhorns get it past the sticks. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. He's going to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. The give to the fullback. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. Quarterback will audible. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Complete to the left. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. Fair catch called for and made. Game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle, maybe that generates.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Irish generating heat from the linebacker position. Mike Stonebreaker, Manti Te'o type play.
And when you can get linebackers that can get after the quarterback, that can be a force on first, second, and third down, get in the quarterback's face, make his life heck, really nice job by the linebacker there.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right.
And, you know, if you're the receiver there, you just want to know where the sticks are. Maybe extend your route a little bit more so that you know you get the first down after making the catch. 4th and short now. Let's see what they do.
Oh, man, this could have disaster written all over it. Going for it inside their own 40. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. I know you want to keep the ball away from the other offense, but going for it inside your own 40? Trying to show their strength with the run on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. Notre Dame lines up quickly. They'll give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
3rd down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. They'll go to the ground. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another 1st down. They'll go right back to the run. Trying to run it in the red zone. He's got 4, and he's down at the 12. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big-bodied guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Goal coming up here. Leaves it with the running back. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Right on target the first time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. And it's right down the boulevard. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break.
Okay, let's make some good calls, offense.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the big fella. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle short of the stick setting up fourth down.
No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Big fullback's got it. He is stopped short, and isn't that going to make things interesting?
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take the color commentator to figure that out.
Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the right. Powers through the defender. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
They had a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Looking to throw. Dances away from the heat. And this will be caught as they convert the two.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark to give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They'll give it to the back. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Stay on leaving the
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The hand to the running back. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set is able to rip off that one for a first down.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive game.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. The give to the back. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires on the move. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quarterback checking the play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They're bringing heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he is corralled short of the line to gain.
Well, it's a really nice job there on that 3rd down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up 4th down.
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Right down the middle. Makes a grab enough for the first. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down ball there. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Running back searching for a hole.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their... feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Longhorn!
And great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice. Knock it through the uprights. Tie this football game. We might be looking at overtime soon.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Not gonna make it. Can't get the two-point conversion, and they fail to take the lead here in the 4th. 35 seconds remaining. They'll line up for the onside kick to try to pull this thing out. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers in the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Fans of defense probably love this game, guys. Fans of offense, not so much. But fans of winning? Oh, everybody's a fan of winning, and they found a way to get it done.
A win is a win is a win is a win. It doesn't matter how you get it done. This was not pretty by any stretch. Phenomenal defense, offense. They've got a lot of work to do coming up. At the end of the day, David, that's a happy lot.
Yeah, you know what? You pretty boys say it's not pretty. That was beautiful. That was gorgeous. You talk about hitting people. You talk about tackling. You talk about physicality. Yes, please. I like all those. It's pretty to me.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.